This is gonna be a quick video. It's not really like I'm not gonna really talk a whole lot in this one, really. Um, I just want to let y'all know what's really like what's going on with this um or what I see around the world right now. So as you can see, it's like I prefer y'all to watch this, and I normally don't really like put other people on the channels like that, or like I mean, everybody knows who Joe Rogan is, like that's a fact. But I'm just saying, like, watch this and go on, like just do your research. All I'm gonna say is that we need to start supporting this war. We need to stop like we need to really like start taking this shit serious. Like watch this video, type it in, watch this video. Stop thinking that Ukraine is the victim. Ukraine is not the fucking victim. Russia is not the victim. Stop trying to feel bad. I feel like this is about to be another Holocaust all over again. Some like the Jewish 2.0. That's what they're trying to do. Um, you can, do your research on it. This is exactly how Ukraine is. Exactly what them, with them, with them fluish, the fluish motherfuckers was doing. So, just just do your research. Like don't take what the media is saying because everybody's on this Ukraine shit, but nobody's talking about the genocide in fucking in the Congo. Nobody's talking about this, right? Nobody's talking about the genocide in the Congo in 2022. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about the genocide in the Congo, right? Nobody's talking about human trafficking, right? Human trafficking. Nobody's talking about this neither. Nobody's talking about this shit. Human trafficking, especially in Africa. Nobody's talking about human trafficking in Africa, right? Nobody's talking about any of this. So it's like all I get is fucking memes of Ukraine war and fucking Christian Rock and Blueface. That's all I've been seeing all over. But nobody's talking about these kids going missing. Millions. And the ones in Africa are 100% kids that's going missing. So I just want to just put that out. This is a quick reminder of people to start to wake up because this is ridiculous. Why is this is like going on and nobody's talking about it? Millions of Africans are being trafficked. Millions of Asians, millions of Brazilians, millions of Indians. It's strictly mainly Africans the most. We're the highest number. If you think I'm lying, I'll look it up right now. Which country has the highest trafficking? It's sad, bro. It's sad. Uh, India's the top of the list with 14. God, bro, 14 million. Oh my, nobody's talking about this, man. This is so disgusting and sad. We're talking about bitch ass fucking Ukraine war, but nobody's talking about this trafficking shit. Y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all are fucking crazy. Why are we not talking about the shit that's going on in Ukraine with the racism and shit out there? Hey, watch this shit right here, though. Watch this. Type this in and watch this. This will open your eyes and do your research after that, because that's what I did. Do your research after that. Watch that shit. Watch that. Um, yeah, this is sad, man. This is hella sad. Uh, we we need to come. As us people, we need to come together and shit because this is not gonna stop. As people, I'm talking about all good citizens, right? You live in Brazil, America, the Caribbeans, Colombia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, mainly on the Western world. We got to start to see on the other side of the world, the Eastern world or whatever, that countries like India, Africa, um, China, and stuff like you know, they're going through shit that's way worse than Ukraine. Why are we talking about only just Ukraine? We're not talking about this shit over there. We need to start to do better as humans. This is ridiculous. We're going to war over stupid shit about who has who has complete control over this territory, who has the most oil, who has more power, who has more military. Like we just fighting over stupid shit. While meanwhile these kids and these women are being trafficked. Millions are being trafficked, and nobody's talking about that. We need to do better, and this is really sad. Okay, all I get is bitch ass Ukraine war. That's all I get. It's bitch ass Ukraine war. Can we please do better as humans? Like this needs to be a trend to see like why is this not a trend? Why is this not a trend though? That's what I want to know. Why is it not a trend? So all I'm gonna say is do better, man. Do better. Open your fucking eyes and start posting it on your timeline. Start sharing this information. This needs to be a trend. This is something that needs to be talked about. Nobody's talking about this. Why nobody's talking about this? What about slavery that's going on? Why is nobody talking about the Jim Crow in Mississippi? Right? Why is nobody talking about why like listen, this is the worst country, especially for black people. This is the worst country, and I'm mainly speaking to my black queens and black kings. This is like the worst country to live in as a black man or a black woman. This is not the country for us. We should just let these superior, just let these cave beasts have this country. I mean, the Hispanics are taking over it, and Hispanics, they're not colonizers to compare to Europeans. Hispanics and Hispanic people and black people, we're the only two race on the planet that's not colonizers. And don't give me that shit. We are, because we're not. We colonized one country, which was Spain, and we didn't colonize it the way y'all did. We colonized it by teaching y'all and making sure y'all good. Like we colonized the country for y'all to be where y'all at now. Look at Spain. Look at Spain right now. Why if we mistreated them and treat them like shit, which we really didn't, but if we treat them like shit, why would they have statues and museums of black people? There's 10 times more black statues, black history, uh um um black liberation, black business in Spain compared to the US. We have slave statues in the US that white people don't want to take down, and y'all claim that y'all not racist, but y'all let these motherfuckers keep them slave statues up, them slave masters. Why we not blowing up Mount Rushmore, right? I think that's what it's called, right? Mount Rushmore, right? Right? This is what it's called. What's it called? Yeah. Why we not blowing this shit off? Hold on. Why we not blowing the fuck off Mount Rushmore? All these motherfuckers right here had slaves. How is these y'all heroes? Don't give me that bullshit that slaves was a normal thing. That's not normal. Taking somebody's free will away. That was normal back in the time. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Why nobody's blowing like people look at these motherfuckers. Look, you don't see no niggas here. They don't see no brothers and sisters here. This is playing homage to your evil ass ancestors. So why is this not being? Why are we not blowing this shit up? Why are we not putting dynamite and TNT in it? And I don't condone violence, but why are we not taking this down? Why are we not taking this down? Why is it still up? You get what I'm trying to say? Why is it still up? So we so don't give me that I'm white and I'm not racist. Don't give me that bullshit, because you can storm the Capitol when your favorite president, Donald Trump, doesn't get elected. So it'll take hundreds of y'all to storm the Capitol over that. But nobody don't want to save that same energy when it comes to human trafficking. These racist ass statues I keep in the U.S. that's still up to this day. Why the fuck is the Jim Crow Museum still up? Nobody wants to. If you white, why is that not going down if you're not racist? That's what I'm saying. To me, I think there's a lot of racism comes in different forms and shapes, and you got the skin color races and you got the systematic races. And to me, I honestly believe all white people is racist. You can quote me wrong. You can say that's not true. I personally believe that, and that's a fact. Because if you're not racist, why the fuck you're not trying to change the system, the systematic for black people, and improve it? Y'all comfortable where we're at now. Y'all want to see black people stay at the bottom. Y'all don't want us on top. The only time that y'all see us on top is if we're killing each other and we're rapping in a song about killing each other and condoning violence in our songs. That's honestly the only time like y'all like us because we're violent. It's like humans like watching horror movies. We're seeing Jason and Freddy Krueger killing innocent people, but we'll praise that, right? Oh my gosh. But in real life, you ain't. That's not normal. Nobody. That's not. You'll get crucified. You get locked up for doing that. Same energy goes for white people when they see black people. They'll watch us on stage and go to our concerts to say the N word and do this and that, and talk about killing each other and saying f black woman and all the other stuff. But y'all don't want to change the viewpoint or change the systematic system that's built that was structurally built just to destroy the black house on the black families. The system is the evolution of the Jim Crow. It's the evolution of the Negro Project, and nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about hunting license for hunting blacks. Racist, right? I might have misspelled that, but what I want to talk about. Nobody want to talk about this though, right? Nobody want to talk about. Nobody want to talk about this though, and we're being told just to get over it. That happened, this and that. This was not this long ago. The 1950s, 40s, and 60s was not that long ago. People that was born around that time or wasn't adults at that time are still alive to this day. That was not that long ago. So why are you trying to tell us to forget about something that was not that long ago? People still have grandparents or great grandparents that's still alive that went through this. This is not that long ago. We're not talking about we're not talking about how racism is a skin color thing. It's deep. Why don't y'all white motherfuckers, y'all claim to say y'all not racist? Why don't y'all change the systems and make it better for black people? Why is there so many black men locked up in prison in any race if it's less of us? Don't give me that, we start crimes bullshit. No, most of us are being locked up for selling drugs, marijuana, which is a herb that's not bad for you, which is weird because even hospitals are using these herbs to cure tumors and help with patients with disabilities. So why is black people are being locked up and being incarcerated and taken away from their families that they are trying to feed their families because they can't get any jobs because they drop out of school because apparently you'll drop out of school because you come from a dysfunction household, you have ADHD, you're in SPED. So when you are in those type of realms, you just want to drop out of high school with no skill, with no trade, with no father figure, with your mother on Section A or fucking food stamps. So while we have that going on, why don't we all talk about the how to make the system more improved for the black community. Nobody wants to change that because y'all are comfortable with where y'all are at. Y'all want to stay in power on top while the blacks stay in the underground. So while we slaughter each other, kill each other for survival, that y'all put us in. How you get from the 1920s of us thriving, have a big ass city of blacks with a lot of entrepreneurs, black schools, black banks, or like you have black people that didn't talk down on a black woman, didn't mistreat a black woman compared to how we are doing it now. How you got from the 70s and 80s of black men making love songs about black women and being black and melanated. And nowadays it's all about fuck you, fuck this bitch. She ain't, or fuck him, he ain't shit. I don't need no man. Oh, I need a Tatiana. So we talk about shit like that now. So like I said, y'all comfortable with that. So every race that watches black people, y'all only like us because of the negative side. Y'all don't want to change that. It's no different from you watching a movie of Jason Voorhees slashing a bunch of innocent people on a campsite. Y'all watch that. But if you see somebody doing it in real life, that's evil. And it is. And that's a fact. Same thing goes for black people. You like us because we make good music. You like us because we make drug dealing shows and movies and we kill each other and we talk about nasty things. But as soon as it comes down to real life shit about owning a business or about getting our households together, about healing our kids, putting our kids in healthy environments, private school, better systems for blacks. We ain't talking about respirations now because we deserve that shit just fucking two times as much than the fluish motherfuckers. But I ain't gonna get into that right now though. But nobody wants to change the system for that. Then nobody want to talk about this Jim Crow shit that's going on right now. Nobody wants to talk about this black racism, genocide shit that's going on in the Ukraine, in the discrimination that's going on inside of Ukraine. Nobody wants to talk about uh the Malaysians going through slavery right now. Nobody wants to talk about the Congo Africans through slavery right now. Nobody wants to talk about Rwanda going through war right now. Nobody wants to talk about none of this shit right now. We all talking about stupid shit now. We talking about we're talking about bitch ass Ukraine. We're talking about punk ass fucking Rihanna at the Super Bowl. We talking about punk ass motherfucking Christian Rock and Blueface. Nobody's talking about nothing else but those things. That's not important. Nobody want to talk about Madonna though. Nobody want to talk about Drake. All these criminals. Nobody want to talk about what's going on with the fucking that how Asians got hate bills and blacks don't. Nobody want to talk about Biden make so much promises to blacks, but then it fucking conceived them at the end once he was in office. Nobody want to talk about that. Anything that's the opposite color of brown, chocolate, it gets no attention. If this was white people going through what black people go through right now, motherfucker, we'll get worse than a capital storm. That would have been a civil war. If the government was doing the same thing to black people, to white people, this would have been a civil war. We would have had a civil war all over again. That's why they don't do it to y'all compared to us. Well, it's deeper than that, but it's really because nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to fight a country outside this country and fight within your country. They know blacks is not going to do nothing. It's called fear mongering. It's called fear in our DNA. They know blacks is not going to storm the Capitol. They know blacks is not going to shoot up the schools and this and that. They know that. That's why they do it to us the most. It's deep. And obviously they do it to the very people that has greatness. Of course you're going to do it. They know if black... Listen, if they would have gave us 200 years, if they would have gave every black person $300K, right? They would have changed the system. If they would have made everything easy for us, if racism didn't exist, they'd have made everything easy for us. If they would just stopped and left us the fuck alone, or gave us our own country, or matter of fact, fuck that. If they would have gave us our country back, if all Europeans would have left America and went fucking to Europe, and they would have gave this country to Hispanics and blacks, right? Because obviously Hispanics is part of us, but we can't kick them niggas out of nowhere because they ain't got no land. They land come from us. So if you would have gave them motherfuckers the land that we live on right now, Hispanics and blacks, I promise you on everything I love, we will be rebuilding Egypt 2.0. The Pyramid of Giza, right? The Pyramid of fucking Kenya, right? The Pyramids of Kia. Nobody want to talk about the pyramid, yeah. Or what about the pyramids in the Amazon rainforest that's over 12,000 years old? They found bones over there, right? They found human remains, and they discovered that they was African or Malaysian. And we know Malaysian and Africans are black, right? So what are we doing about that? We ain't doing shit about it. What we talking about is, hey, y'all got the new Cardi B and fucking Offset fucking meal from McDonald's? Oh, hey, y'all heard about Krishan is pregnant? Oh, hey, you heard about the collab with Ice Spice and in the other chick? We talking about stupid shit, distractions, while we are at the verge of going to a fucking World War III. And nobody want to talk about that. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry, everybody's talking about that. Y'all just making memes out of that motherfucker. Y'all just not taking it serious. When is gonna be a time when people's gonna be like, enough is enough? We're not participating in this war. I just found out that Ukraine offer from Putin to end this war because Putin doesn't want to continue doing it. And I was told that the U.S. And it's from many sources. That's why I said do your research. It's from many sources. I was told that the Ukraine was told by a lot of informants, and I heard that the U.S. was involved, that don't take that deal. Let's continue going to war. So basically, this war could have been ended. Long story short, this war like could have been ended. It's like Putin didn't want to go to war, right? He doesn't want to go to war. I know that motherfucker doesn't want to go to World War III because if you go to World War III, your chances of you surviving is not high. We're not cockroaches. We cannot survive a nuclear war compared to back then. If we were to go to nuclear war now, about 97% of life on planet Earth will be extinguished. It will be gone. And the only things that's going to be left will be the motherfuckers that be living in the huts or them islands like the Sentinels or in the cockroaches and shit. And like spiders and all that will be alive. So like insects, even animals that's in the ocean is going to die off. Not the bottom ones. The ones that's always at the bottom of the ocean. No, the ones on the surface are going to die off because of all the radiation. Radiation doesn't travel so far in the ocean at the bottom of thousands of feet deep down. So we all know that humans ain't going to survive a nuclear war. We all know we're not going to survive a nuclear war. We're going to go extinct. And if there are humans that survive a nuclear war, it's only going to be about 1% of them. So that means there's only going to be a few thousand human beings on the planet. Probably a few hundred if most. This is just a reminder to take shit serious and stop taking shit as a joke. Stop memeing fucking war. Why are we memeing that? Not everything should be memed. Why y'all memeing Putin in the Ukraine? Why we memeing that? That shit needs to be taken serious. This is when y'all need to drop y'all fucking rifles. Take that Bennett, that Bennett or that take that bonnet off your head. Take the medals off your shoulders. And it needs to be a line. We need to draw a line. Yo, we're not going to war. We're not funding this war. We don't want to fund this war. We have families. I don't want to see my 5-year-old going through a nuclear war, being blasted by a fucking heat wave and radiation. No kid should go through that shit. Why are we going through another nuclear war? Why are we not doing nothing about it? The government is just a branch of fucking soup motherfuckers in a table planning whether they want to do some evil shit tomorrow or tonight. They don't have power. There's more of us than them niggas. There's only about 10 powerful motherfuckers that sits at a table together and talk about whether we're going to blow up the planet tomorrow or not. And there's billions of people on the planet. So if we wanted to, everybody that wants to live and don't want to go to nuclear war, I'm pretty sure it's about 8 billion of us on the planet that don't want to go through that. And about a few thousand people on the planet, them weirdos that wants to end the world. Right? Now, do humans deserve to go extinct? Absolutely. Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that it should happen. We have a lot of improvements to do. It doesn't mean kids and shit should go through that. Why don't everybody stay young forever? Why don't everybody be fucking 14 years old? Like, why don't we all be 14 years old forever? You think they will still be fighting? No. We won't blow up the planet. No 14-year-old, no 12-year-old, no 10-year-old is going to think about blowing up the fucking planet. I'm 10 years old. I'm thinking about eating candy and playing video games all day. So, I wonder how the world would be if kids would have ran the planet. Obviously, things would be off. Like electricity and plumbing, like that. Things like that's gonna be a little funny with it. Yeah, obviously. But I'd rather live in that type of society where you just eat a bunch of candy all day and watch TV than go through a nuclear war or fight about genders and fight about fucking your sexuality or being a cis man or being homosexual or like all that other shit that's not important right now. Why is we fighting on this planet and trying to end each other while we got other things outside this planet that's going to destroy this planet? We have to worry about asteroids. What about the solar flare that's going to happen in 2025? That's going to knock off all electricity on the planet for fucking years. For years. Why we don't come together and figure out a way to prepare this fucking planet from natural disasters or human extinctions, asteroids, meteors? Why don't we come together for that? Why don't every continent, every country on this planet come together and be a union together to make this planet a stronger and better place? Why are we not taking care of Mother Earth? Mother Earth is slowly dying. Mother Earth got cancer right now. Mother Earth got fucking cancer right now. Lupus. Mother Earth just lost all his hair. Do you know what the hair of Mother Earth look like? You know how you get cancer and you lose all your hair? Yeah. That's Mother Earth. Yeah. How you losing your hair on Mother Earth? Oh yeah, it's easy. We're cutting down them fucking trees. That's Mother Earth's hair. That's your natural hair. That's Earth's natural hair. It's the trees. That's the Earth's afro. We look at planet Earth. If you put a body on planet Earth and Earth was a head, that's a fro. Earth look like a fro. All them trees on this planet, all the water on the head, that's the oil for the Earth. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, we need to do better as the human race. And one last thing before I shut this shit up, you know, we need to start speaking more about the trafficking situation. I already pinpoint that in from the beginning, but we need to talk more about that. We need to start making that shit be a trend. Everybody, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Google, YouTube, Twitch, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you use, any type of platform or stream of platform or any entertainment, we need to start making that shit be a trend. In trafficking, why is kids being trafficking around the world? Nobody's talking about that. We talking about, like I said, we talking about bitch ass Ukraine. But hey, that's the end of it. Fuck America. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck America. America ain't shit. I hate this country. This country is evil as shit. Fuck America. We ain't better than them other countries. We're literally one of the worst countries on the planet. Top 3, most definitely. If most, probably number 1. We no different. We're no different. We're a coon. We're a stupid ass country. We're gonna fall just like the Roman Empire from greed and power, because we can't come together as a fucking community. We're fighting over dumb shit. We're fighting about the color on your skin. We're fighting because of how much talent you got within your fucking genes. We're fighting this shit because we want to be colonizers and conquerors, but don't want to be our fucking human civilization and come in peace. That means if we can't do that, then that tells me that there's more evil people on the fucking planet than fucking good people. You just don't want to show it. Shaking my head.